Good morning, everybody. Aigey here, and today I want to talk to you about something that I thought would be very interesting. Now, everybody knows about the server browsers being released for Overwatch and it being tested in the PTR currently. Everybody knows about all of the different crazy things that you can do with each of the individual heroes, but there are just so many options happening here that I think it's actually going to open up the door for map making. Now, I know a lot of people are talking about, oh, you can do all these crazy things in custom games, you can have all this fun with custom games, but I think it's really interesting to think about all of the things that this could lead into. I mean, being able to set individual heroes' abilities, being able to set different things here, there, and whatnot. But honestly, I really think that this is going to lead into custom map building. Because yes, of course, people are going to want to see different things within the community and see what people have to offer. I think Blizzard's going to lead into focusing on larger issues, such as creating more heroes for us to play, creating and developing new voice lines for different heroes in the game currently, and new skins, and they're going to focus on things like that while letting the community pull from ideas and create things on their own to put into the game as well. Like a map editor kit would definitely be so interesting to see. I mean, think about Halo 2, think about, well, basically a lot of the Halo and the Forge modes. Think about TF2's map creator, I believe, that they have, as well as CSGO. There's just all these different games where people have these community created things, and then usually developers will implement those because of how interesting they are, how much the community enjoys that. And same thing with game modes, custom game modes, such as I think a Juggernaut payload or a Juggernaut King of the Hill mode would be very interesting to see. A 1v6 sort of mode would be really fun to play, or a 1v3 elimination mode would be really interesting as a Juggernaut game mode, or a 1v6 elimination game mode as a Juggernaut would be really interesting for people to have. There's just so many different things. Like for me personally, I got on my Discord, which by the way, there'll be a link in the description below, where I got some of the people from my Discord to test out this game that I really wanted to try, which of course was another variant of the Juggernaut mode, only it was with the Bastion with his new setup and giving him some more tankiness as well as higher damage. And we were all Tracer without the ability to recall, and we had to plan as a 6-stack to get in there, kill the Bastion, take the point, and push the payload all the way to the end. And it was just like a Tower of Power kind of game mode, which I really loved from playing Halo 2 specifically, just all those servers that you could get into on the Xbox or on the PC version and just have some fun with friends. And there's just so many different kinds of custom game modes that you can come up with in this specific patch on the PTR, and the changes to all of the different heroes that you can make are just so much fun. And we had a great time, absolutely great time playing this, and that's why it leads me into believing that there's going to be other kind of developer kits coming later on in Overwatch. This is kind of like a different kind of fun for the game. I still have a lot of fun with Overwatch, but this is just like, wow, let's see what else we can do, as well as seeing some of the different takes on some of the maps in the game, such as the night and day changes, variations for like Lijiang Tower or Nepal, just like these different variations that you wouldn't otherwise normally see. Leads me to believe that there will be day and night variations that you can add for some of the classic maps that we have instead of the newer versions for the CTF. While still very interesting, I think it would be cool to see what else we can really manipulate with the game and turn into more of a creative database of custom games that people would really enjoy. And of course, the community being able to vote on what kind of maps people like if there were a map editor come out. I think a map editor would be super cool and super interesting for the community to have. Now, as far as playing this custom game mode, oh man, I would love to have you guys come to my Discord, and it makes it so much easier too. Like, you can just search my game by name like you can in League of Legends or basically any other server browser based game. Search it by my name, come hang out, I could stream it, you guys can play custom games with me basically all fucking day, because I love custom games. I love coming up with ideas for games and things that people would enjoy doing, something that's fair and balanced, so that's like, even though there's one person on the enemy team, he doesn't feel weak, and against the 6 people, they don't feel so weak to the point where there's nothing you can do. It's literally based on how good are you at that specific hero, and if you're super good, then you're probably going to do well, but not so good to the point where it's impossible for the other people to have fun, or it's impossible for them to even push whatsoever. Or of course, if you just get steamrolled as the one, then you always get play of the game simulator, because it's 1v6, you know? There's no way for the other people to get play of game. It's actually impossible. Honestly, from there, I would like to say that I think this is a huge step towards a direction that I would like to see Overwatch to go. I think that they're going to focus more of their own individual resources at Blizzard on more hero development, maybe more maps, and even a map maker would be very interesting to see. as well as focusing on doing things faster, because I understand that trying to make all these different events and planning things takes so much time, and editing and getting all the voice lines ready, getting all the animations good to go, all of the things that they have to add as far as visuals and unlocks, and then also implementing more heroes into the game is definitely very difficult and time consuming. So resource management, shifting gears from being like, hey, let's just come up with all these custom games for you guys to play, you guys can come up with them on your own, and you know, hey, maybe we'll develop something from there. Also, I honestly would like to see a more PvE sort of setup, since that we did have the Junkenstein version of the game that was very fun, very well received, I believe. If they had little implementations of things like that in the game that told a story about the hero that you're currently playing, or it told you some kind of lore, like some people just really love lore. Like people really liked the lore for League of Legends. I remember people liked the lore for Mass Effect. That was probably one of my favorite story-based, lore-based games that I've played, talking about that whole scenario of you making decisions in a huge scale battle, just like what one little thing you do can affect the world, like stuff like that. I just really enjoy. And the storytelling games, the Borderlands story, and obviously the Walking Dead story, those games were very interesting. And to have something like that for Overwatch, where maybe the developers have little tiny sections, like a little mini game that you can queue up with people from the story, like way back in the day when Soldier 76 had his original identity and it was not shot in the eye at the time, and you went through that story and played that story out. Like seeing things like that and being able to relive those kinds of experiences would definitely be, I think, really interesting to have in the game. You know, kind of far-fetched, kind of like not sure if Blizzard would actually do something like that or not, but it's something I'd like to see. And the custom games that you're seeing here that I'm playing right now, I think is a step in the direction for them to divert some of their resources from trying to focus on making these new inventive ideas for game types to focus on more things like hero development, making more maps for us, maybe even giving us map tools. I'm thinking about more of what Blizzard is going to focus on now, since that they are pulling some of their resources away from creating these custom game modes. And obviously, as always, I want to know what you guys think. I want to see you guys in my Discord, hopefully, and come playing in this game modes with me on stream. I think would be pretty fun. You know, I could stream and it would be so much easier, because I remember last time when I would try to stream and have people come hang out and play games, it was so difficult because you have to add them on your BNet, and basically shows everybody on your friends list BNet, so you can't really do anything about hiding that. Then you'd have to go through all those lists, and you know, it was just a huge hassle. But now it's just literally just look up the name, get in the game. So good. It's so good. It's so much better. And then from there, I'd be able to moderate stuff and change up game types and switch who I'm playing with, and it's so much easier, and we just have a great time. And the best part, you're able to earn experience from it as well, as much as you'd get from a normal like quick play match or something like that. So it's not like you're wasting your time when you could go be playing quick play to get unlocks. You could just have fun with some friends, have fun with me, it's whatever. So honestly, server browser update, super happy about. Server browser, like 100%. 100% love it. It has definitely opened my eyes to a lot of possibilities. So many different kinds of game modes that people are probably going to come up with. So many different kinds of things that you can just do. And I can't wait to see what Blizzard has in store on their end for surprising me with some more things that are coming out. And oh my god, if Doomfist gets released, 100%, can't wait. Terry Crews, I think, is actually going to do it. I mean, it's been talked about so much. It's been the most hyped thing that I've seen from the Overwatch community. I mean, Sombra was pretty like exciting for a while. People were so hyped about Sombra, but now I think people are like, oh my god, Terry Crews, please, 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 because he's been a huge meme for a while. Super funny videos, like 100%. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, peace.